Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to Dream Daddy. It is currently almost 6:30 a.m. and I have to be a little bit quiet because my mother's bedroom is right next to mine and I don't have soundproofing stuff yet. If you recall, we left off here in Hugo's wonderful apartment. And now we will continue our date. See what's up. Welcome to my home. Sorry it's so messy. Not that messy, dude. You should see my place. His house is actually spotless. I follow him down a hallway. What are we doing? That's a good question. What are any of us doing in life? Hugo opens the door and ushers me inside. It's pitch black. Closes the door behind us. Wow. Hugo flips a switch and I finally understand. Holy crap. Curio cabinets packed with in-box wrestling action figures line the walls, along with posters, cardboard cutouts, and every piece of wrestling memorabilia imaginable. A giant widescreen TV sits on a decked-out media stand. Well, I'm speechless. Look over at Hugo, who's hovering by the door, doing everything to avoid eye contact. Oh, you're fine. It's, this is really embarrassing. Wow, no, that's a bad answer. Not a lot of people have seen this, huh? Well, I wouldn't show it to just anybody. But it's a bit of a private hobby, yes. Why is that? I better not press him. I spend a couple minutes quietly looking around at the memorabilia. Hugo, you brought the wrong kind of pizza rolls again. Looks like Ernest just got home. He's yelling in from the hallway. You can see Hugo immediately deflate. I told you those pizza rolls have less sodium. I just want you to be healthy, son. Ernest comes into Hugo's wrestling room and looks around with disgust. He notices me and scoffs. Whatever. I thought nobody was allowed in your precious wrestling room. I never said that. Just said you're not allowed to take the action figures out of the boxes and pose them so that they're having sex with each other. Okay. Well then. Ernest gets flustered. Haha, sir. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm gonna go throw eggs and stuff. Have fun with your stupid wrestling crap. How rude. Ernest leaves, then a moment later pops his head back in. Ernest leaves, then a moment later pops his head back in the room. And your stupid front. Well. Ernest storms back out of the room. I heard a door slam. Hugo warily runs his hands through his hair. Sorry about him. Sorry that I have to keep apologizing about him. He's just going through a phase, I guess. I try so hard to impress him, but it's obvious that no matter what I do, he hates me. Ernest has a thing against authority figures. You don't get much more authoritative than a teacher dad. Next, he gets to be the fun weekend dad. I'm just Hugo. Makes Ernest eat his vegetables and turn his homework in on time. Hey, you love him, and you're looking out for his best interest. Take it from one dad to another. Someday he will appreciate what you do, man. Someday he'll come to appreciate you. Maybe not someday soon, but someday. Good point. I hope so. I know so, sir. Thanks for letting me vent. Hugo glances at his watch. Suppose it's getting kind of late. Let's do trivia again sometime soon. I would absolutely love to. Start to leave. And hey, thanks for showing me your wrestling stuff. Maybe you can tell me some more about it next time. Hugo smiles. That would be amazing. I'll catch you around. It only takes me a minute to walk back home. Amanda's sitting on the couch reading a book about female photographers. Wow, I thought you didn't like to read. I don't. The book is all pictures. And even then my patience is being tried. Did you get to eat all of the cheese your little heart desired? I am a happy little cheese monster. But I made sure to leave room for dinner. Who wants breakfast for dinner? Hash browns. Oh, yes. Okay. Toast dipped in egg. Alright. Blueberry pancakes. It's hard to yell when you're trying to be quiet. Well, only if you'll help me make them. You know I'm the world's best blueberry sprinkler. And also totally amazing at heating up the maple syrup in the microwave. Now tell me all about that cheese board. Amanda and I spend the evening cooking an elaborate breakfast with everything we can find inside of the fridge. I tell her about the trivia, but leave out the parts about Hugo being into wrestling. I figure she would probably find some nefarious way to use that information for a better grade. But that's true, she would. Date complete. And very nice. That's some pretty good scores, I think. Did not do well in the dad joke area, but that's okay. It looks like we did pretty good on everything else. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound. Can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Amanda? Crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained and she sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. No, person. Something must have happened. Amanda, get out. Okay. Quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Oh. Poor girl. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. Can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. You know, of all people, I should know to leave it be. For what's going on. Of all people, I should know that when a girl is crying, a tough girl like that, you leave her be if she doesn't tell you. If she won't tell you what's going on, leave her be. Alright, back to the game. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever is bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Oh, God. I feel your heart, woman. Yes, I already know what happened, so it's just getting there. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer burn waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Yep. Okay then. Haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Yeah, that would hurt if your kid didn't tell you shit, especially if they always do before. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. Sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure unadulterated fear. Remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knee, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. I wish I had that kind of determination. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. And I took her for ice cream, and it was like nothing ever happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I started rummaging around for ingredients. Heard Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. Pull a cake out of the fridge and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad. Took me a real long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad. Had to start over and... This is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So lovely. So, it's really stupid. It's really not. Trust me. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. The other one? I guess you're not technically wrong. It's good to have fallbacks like that one. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M. that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's. On the same night, they all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Ugh, yikes. So, another important piece of the information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and, that's a thing. What? Whoa. I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. Well, so are you. So are you, Larry. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R. She promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama. So I just keep quiet and keep going about my business. Then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall. After not texting me back for like 2 hours, Even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we're out of chips, and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah all hanging out together, eating nachos without me. You poor child. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Ugh, poor baby girl. Yes, I know. So I storm over there and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does. And Emma R just glares at me. Grace, nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Just go with it. Grace is the gossipy one? I know. Grace is the one nobody really likes, or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R asking how long the Noah thing's been going on. And sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? I know exactly what's going on. What did Emma R say? Oh, okay. I love this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads word for word the arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, and I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. Oh, God, I hate people. People suck, man. Why can't people just freaking be nice to each other? Be nice, people. Be nice. Spread love and joy. Don't be all backhanded like that. Just say your feelings. Just be nice to people. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. Oh, God, I hate people. Like, come on, man. I don't get it. Okay, going back to... And I was like, okay. And then she left me on red, and then... Wait. Left me on red. What's that? Oh, child. Keep up. Oh, like... She saw my message and didn't reply, and I know because there are read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. Perfect. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am about everybody and stuff. Then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. I think he lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenagers. That is not stupid stuff. Ugh, that stuff hurts. That stuff hurts, man. Like, at any age, that stuff hurts. Bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Ugh. Baby girl, I feel you. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but ours been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. Oh. I'm not even that mad she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Oh, my heart. It may seem like stupid stuff, but at that time frame, like when it's happening and how everything is happening at once, that is just, that just hurts. It'll seem stupid later, yes, but right now it does hurt. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I'm gonna rant here a little bit. When people come to you with a problem, do you both know, yes, it's gonna hurt less over time? Yeah. Or sometimes they don't think so, but just, you know it's gonna hurt less over time. But that doesn't mean you say that to them. Because that's not what they need. They don't need a reminder that it's gonna hurt less. That doesn't help them at all. Or at least some of us. It doesn't help some of us. It just reminds us that it just makes us feel like the person we're telling it to doesn't see it as a big, obviously they're not going to see it as a big deal, as big of a deal as you, but it doesn't help make you feel like you're being supported. It makes you feel like just being reminded, hey, all these tears are being wasted on something that you'll laugh at later, or just hurt less about later. And it's like, no. So someone comes to you with a problem that they seem really hurt about, do not pull out that line. Do not sit there and be like, hey, it's gonna hurt less over time. You just sit there and say, okay, I'm extremely sorry you're hurting, and I have understood your pain. Or if you haven't understood their pain, just say, I can't understand what kind of pain you're going through, but I know that I have felt pain before, and it's not fun, and I am sorry you're in pain, but I am here. So, yeah, you don't pull out that whole like, hey, it'll get better, you'll be okay. That's not. People don't need advice givers. They just need to be listened to. They don't need people telling them what's going to happen later, how you're going to feel later. They need someone to comfort them in their extreme pain at that moment. I'm going to get back to the game, and if this camera wasn't glitchy, I would leave it up, but I look hideous right now anyway, so I'm getting back to the game now. That was my rant. Just be nice to people, just comfort them. Don't tell them it's gonna hurt less later. Don't tell them You'll feel better later. Don't tell them it's all gonna blow over. As I say, I'm not telling you this is exactly how you should do it. It's just, this is how I believe it could be more helpful. Which is that, yeah. It doesn't help pointing out how they're gonna feel later. It's like, okay, but what am I supposed to be doing with how I'm feeling now? And with that, you just say, you're supposed to let yourself feel it, man. Just find a good time where you can just sit by yourself or sit with a good friend to hold you. And just let yourself feel it. And sometimes supporting someone like that is literally just holding them and being silent, or if they're talking to you, or if they're just letting words out, just say, I know. I'm here. Or stuff like that, simple stuff. Sometimes that's what people need, man. Okay, I really need to get back to the video. Okay, I take it back. I'm kinda mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Oh. Why wasn't I enough? Oh, you are enough, dear. You are. I promise. And as mad as I am at everyone, like, I miss some dad. Ugh. Amanda looks so dejected. I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Oh, I know, it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb at all. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset. No, it's not. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. Exactly, that's what you do. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad. If I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. No, not all friendship lasts sounds shitty. That's when real friends don't do. When you get older, start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friends. God, it took me forever. It took me a long time to figure that out myself. And I wish I had learned it sooner. The other person isn't putting the effort in to show you how much they care. It's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Kitty kitty, I know. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours. Because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. Look down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Babs. Yes. Thank you. You're always welcome. Love you, Amanda. I say as I'm kissing my kitty. I love you, little fluffy one. Little Nella Fluff. Okay. Message with Hugo and Damien. Hey, what are you up? Hey, are you up to anything tonight? Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown, and we're wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Oh, why can't I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door any minute now. Gotta destroy this computer. Austin, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run Derek's boot and nuke from a startup flash drive. But once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. Victorians were well versed in information security. Ashton, do you want to go see some art or not? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. We will continue this art walk later. Hope you people enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe please. And also, that subscribe button has a cute little bell fan that you can ring a ding a ding. And it will let you know whenever I upload, all the time, every video. I hope this was entertaining for you. I hope y'all have a lovely, happy, hippie day. Peace and love to you all. Goodbye.